opens to the right because the A value is positive. The vertex, be careful because the numbers switched. It's still HK, but remember, H is at the end now. So we're going to write 4, comma, not -2, +2, because it's inside the parentheses. A, what is the A value? 1/16. And then let's find P. What's our friend P? What is that? It's a 4. Good job. And then, y'all, let me give you a little tips to help me. This is how I remember stuff. Focus, I'm going to skip that line in a minute. Where it says Directrix, the letter that starts the Directrix is the same letter that started the equation. What letter starts the equation here? So this is going to be x equals. So if the Directrix is x equals, then the axis of symmetry is the other one. So the axis of symmetry is going to be y equals. And then you guys should know the official length. What's the denominator? Yes. Okay. So now what we're going to do is same thing, start plotting the vertex and then shape the curve of the opening. So the vertex is going to be here at +4, +2. And remember, this time it opens to the right, so I'm going to shape my vertex towards the right. Now it's time to plot the focus. Remember, the focus is always inside the parabola. So I'm going to go P places to the right and draw my focus. Just going to use a different color to help distinguish it's not part of the graph. Now I got to get the directrix. So I go back to the vertex and I count 4 places in the other direction, draw a dash. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this time my directrix is going to be vertical up and down. So I'm going to go ahead and finish drawing the directrix here. The directrix is an invisible line. The directrix does not touch the parabola. What's the equation of the directrix?
0.
Yep. So we're going to write x equals 0. Speaking of invisible lines, I'm going to go ahead and draw the axis of symmetry since I'm using my color that means not part of the graph. Your axis of symmetry goes through the points. So remember the axis of symmetry, I already know it's y equals what? Yes, 2. Okay, that's it. We are almost done. Now we just got to graph the endpoints of the official length. The official length always goes through the focus. The focus is the midpoint. So if the official length is 16, then the midpoint is 8. So I'm going to go 8 up. That's one edge. 8 down. That's the other edge. Count 8 up and 8 down. That's going to be a total of 16 across, which is what we want. One last thing, I always go back and check my blanks, guys, because a lot of this stuff is easier if you graph it first. The only other blank I don't have is the focus, so I need to go back and write +8, +2 for the focus. Little graphic for vertical and horizontal. Remember, vertical, when A is positive, it just opens up. We already know that because that's an Algebra 1 concept. Just going to draw a shape of a parabola opening up for an A value that's positive. What about when an A value is negative? Yeah. Yep. And then, remember when the A value was positive for that example we just did, it opened to the right. So I'm just going to sketch a parabola opening to the right here. And we haven't done one yet, but what do you think it is when it's negative? Yeah, that's right. See, you know a lot of this. So this next row, remember vertex form, things change places. Your X and your K change places. Your A value stays exactly where it is. Uh-oh. Let me straighten my word. Also, remember your vertex is still HK. Even though H is way over there, it's still the X coordinate. All right, focus. Y'all, what do we know about the focus? Where is the focus with relation to a parabola? Where is it? Inside of it. Very good. So I'm going to go back to these pictures, and I'm just going to write an F on the inside of all of these. Very good. The focus is always on the inside. So if you notice for the vertical parabolas, the focus is on the inside, which means it's never moving sideways. If it's never moving sideways, then whatever the H value is for the vertex, it's going to be the same exact value for the X coordinate of the focus. Never moves sideways. However, it moves up or down according to your friend. Who's our friend, y'all? So this is going to be wherever the K is, and we're either going up or down P units depending on the direction of the opening. Now remember, the directrix always starts with the same exact letter that the equation does. So if the equation starts with the letter Y here, then so does the directrix. And remember, we placed the directrix based on our friend P. So if the P is one way for the focus, it is the other way for the directrix. All right, so let's fill in these last two cells, then we'll go ahead and knock out example 3. So for the focus for the sideways parabolas, the focus moves sideways. So whatever the H value is, you're going to move it P value to land on the focus. The focus never moves up or down. Never moves up or down. Also, whatever letter starts the horizontal parabola is going to be the same letter that starts the directrix. And remember, you're going to go in the other direction of the focus.